Whoops. Hey guys, you drop your lighter or ferro rod or whatever, primitive fire is one of the most important skills you could ever learn. Or no. I mean, it could save your life. So I suggest you learn it. But anyway, one of the main problems most people face doing the bow drill is not the spindle, not the hearth board, but in fact the bearing block. And today we're going to focus on wood ones. So right here I've got a hardwood. You want to find a hardwood. A decently hardwood will do. I've heard of people using green ones, but I haven't had much luck with that. It usually like tears up the spindle. So I've got this piece of ash right here. I just drilled a little hole in the middle, just, you know, with my knife. And it doesn't have to be a big hole, it's just a tiny hole like that, you know. Like this, only smaller, when you're just getting it started out. We're not going to focus on building it, we're focusing on wooden bearing blocks today. So, there are a couple different kinds. Like I said, this is an ash one, just seasoned. I actually just cut it, so just made it for this video. Sometimes if you're lucky, you'll find a natural divot, like in here, like where a knot is. That's where a branch was going to grow out, or something. I don't know. Maybe you'll find that, and you don't even need to drill a hole in it. Or, if you can't find any hardwoods, if you really can't find any, or you're just lucky enough to come across a fire, you guys all know what fire hardening is. It's where you put a piece of wood in the fire, and it evaporates all the moisture in the wood, and makes it harder than normal wood. Well, that's the same concept. You just drill a divot in there, and that should do it. But, you know, the less friction the better. Wood's not my favorite material. It's actually my least favorite. I've had bad times with this wood. But something you can do to help is just fold up a leaf. And this is deadfall, by the way, just blown over by the wind. Deadfall. And you just stick it in there, and that should help it to lubricate it. You want as little friction as possible. If you have oil or grease, you could try that. I haven't tried it before, but anyway, let's get going. I'm using a piece of bank line here. Let's get cranking. One thing in advance, you want to make sure you have a proper tinder bundle ready. Mine's made of reed tops and cattail, pine needles, a little bit of birch bark and a little bit of basswood bark, you know. Just anything I could find laying around. It's actually in my garage. I found most of this stuff, but you know. Bark works very well, but this isn't a tinder video, this is a bearing block video. Okay. So, like I said, I hate wood bearing blocks, so let's give this a try. This is a cedar set, by the way. Okay, once it starts to smoke on its own, it should be good. And I think she's smoking pretty dang good. Alright, so smoke's not stopping. Got a good big pile of dust. Let me bring you in close here. I don't want to edit this because somebody's going to say I faked it. But there you go. There's your ember. It's just pretty much a pile of black wood dust that got enough friction to get going, and I love cedar. There, let's see that. Now I'm just going to blow it in the flame. Now what you want to do, you want to tap it free, tap the hole free, and then you want to get as much of the dust on there as possible. Let me adjust the camera for a second. Whoop. There we go. And that didn't take much effort at all. So, yeah. Let me blow this into flame now. It's getting kind of built up. And you can take your time at this point. I mean, it's like flint and steel with char cloth. Actually, it lasts longer than char cloth, I feel. I find. There we go. It's about like a cigarette ember. It's kind of small. Here we go. Fire from sticks. You know, for once, that actually went okay. I didn't have to do it like 5 times to get it on camera. My battery's not dying. And that's if I press the record button, which I hope I did. But I'm going to save that tinder bundle because I'm not making a fire today. And there we go.